All right, so how are we doing today? I won't make you shout. Just one more time. How are we doing today? All right. So today we are going to talk about AI and business and leadership and growth and so many more things. But we'll go step by step. Just like how Priyanka kind of walked us through the mindset game, which is really, really important. Before you start anything, one thing that needs to be in place is the right mindset. Now, when we have the right mindset, let's learn and do a deeper dive into what kind of traits you need to become the best of yourself, right? So now you know, you have that mindset, I want to be the best version of myself. How about somebody gave you a blueprint that these are the things that you could work on to be the better version of yourself? So we are going to do a deep dive into it. And then before we start that, I really want to kind of walk you through why am I taking 45 minutes of your life today? Am I even qualified for it? And then we'll walk you through that journey together. Okay, so a little introduction about myself. I am the COO at E2M Solutions. I have been on a growth journey with E2M Solutions since last 7 years. When I joined, we were a team of about 45 people. Now we are a team of more than 350 people. We did an acquisition last year, planning to do one this year. So things have been crazy. I have been on that roller coaster growth ride with E2M Solutions since last 7 years. Overseeing a portfolio of 400 agencies, played a pivotal role in pivoting the business model, 400K MRR, $10 million plus deals, and then spent 1,000 hours plus in just AI research, which I'm going to talk more about. It is like why business development person or an operation person pivoted towards AI. Why did I do that? How did I do that? And what it is giving me right now. Okay, we'll move to the next slide.
If I don't feel small, if I don't feel inadequate standing before it, it's not big enough. If it doesn't move me, scare me, excite me, and humble me all at once, the goal probably isn't big enough. If I don't feel like a drop in the ocean, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of what I'm chasing, it's not big enough. If I could do it all by myself, it's definitely not big enough. If some people don't laugh at it or call it impossible, it's not big enough. But if it scares me, excites me, and humbles me, if it sends me on an emotional roller coaster ride, that kind that shakes you but keeps you holding on, it will take a lifetime to achieve and the talents of many to bring it to life. Then that is something worth living for.
All right. So if you ask me, did I envision myself like this back 8 years? I would say yes. And that's what we are going to do today, is I want all of you to envision what your goals are, how you are going to feel when you are achieving that goal. Let's see if you have achieved that goal, and we are going to do that exercise. We are going to live that life, make you feel how would you feel that point in time, and then we'll create a roadmap on how we want to take you there. Recreating rules. So now, I guess from the day we are born to the day we go to school, we know that things are being told to us. Okay, we need to do this, we need to do that, these are the things we wear, these are the things we speak, this is how we do things. I know things have changed a lot right now, but I guess being girls, the parents are also protective about us, not in a bad way, but in a good way, that this is how the society is going to look at you. And this is how you should be positioning yourself. This is how you should be doing this. Even in the professional world, we feel that there is a equal parity now, no doubt in that. I have been in the industry for more than 10 years. I don't see any biases where we feel that we are not given equal opportunity. But I feel the way that we are wired as females biologically, we feel certain things in a very different way. So now what we want to do is, when I was kind of laying out the foundation of, okay, this is where I want to reach, what are the rules that I'll have to mend? What are the things that I'll have to work on to reach there? So I'm going to give you a blueprint of the different things that I worked on that has helped me to become what I am today. And the journey doesn't end here. Like the ambition, the life that I saw for myself is not what I am right now. But what I can see is I'm definitely in the mid of that journey. So I exactly know that the direction that I'm going into is the right direction. So we'll see some of the rules which we need to redefine is stepping out of the comfort zone, which you highlighted it really well. But how would you even recognize that I am in a comfort zone? So we'll make it more interactive. How would you recognize you are in a comfort zone? Correct. Not seeing enough challenges? Fear? Getting privileges? Correct. Right. Right. So how often do we ask these questions to ourselves is, do I feel scared doing this? Am I doing this for the first time? Does this give me butterflies? When I say butterflies is you are feeling anxious, but you're also feeling excited about it. Is this something that I've done before like 100 times? Is this something that I really want to do in my life? How many times do we ask these questions to ourselves? Let's be honest. So if we are not asking these questions to ourselves, we are not being honest to ourselves. That means we are in that comfort zone, and the first thing for laying the foundation of what you want to really become is getting out of that comfort zone. So I'll tell you my personal story, like quick recap. I come from a family where nobody has ever worked for anybody. All we do, 7 generations, is business. I did not want to get into my father's business because it has his name. It's not that it's not right, I shouldn't do it, but I wanted to prove my own worth, seeing what is Khushbu Doshi worth for. I don't want to have my father's name tag just after me saying that I'm a daughter of some influential person or I'm a daughter-in-law of some influential family. I want to have my own name. I am worth something. So why don't I do that? So that's when I stepped out of my comfort zone. Everybody in my family were very sure that I'm going to fail. I'm not built to take orders. She'll come back in 1 week and she'll say that I don't want to work for anybody. Let me work for my own business. That didn't happen. It's 10 years. I'm still working. But now I don't take orders. I work with the team and empower them so we could go towards that same goal. So that is stepping out of the comfort zone, knowing what you really want to do, and then also taking a step on what you really want to achieve in your life. Ask and don't wait. So I think being women, we are biologically designed in a way where we do a lot of things for a lot of people. And then in the return, we feel that if I'm doing this, oh, this will happen. If I'm taking care of somebody, they'll know my worth. If I'm doing this work, I'll get that promotion. If I'm really good at something, I'm going to get that opportunity. That's how we are wired biologically, where we don't go and ask boldly that this is mine and this is what I really want. So we need to rewire that, where let's not wait for anything to come to us, or even sit with an expectations of, I've done my groundwork, this will come to me. No, it won't come unless you go and ask for it. If you feel there is something which you can do, which you are feeling really confident about, and you think this is something that you really want in your life, just go ahead and ask for it. What could be the worst outcome of it? the answer is no, it's okay. You take that no as a lesson and then move on. Ask for something else. But never ever refrain from asking something. Get out of the comfort zone, know what you really want in your life, and go and ask for it. Be an opportunist. So opportunities, I feel, is something, it's everywhere. It's just that we need to have that lens of seeing that, okay, this is the opportunity I want to tap into. Just like how AI is everywhere right now, everybody here in this room has an opportunity to do something really wonderful with AI and create something of your own, or maybe create something which nobody might have even thought about before. So it's all about taking that opportunity, not sitting back and doing what you have been doing, and then, do something new every time. So that takes you out of your comfort zone. You feel you are in that direction, you have that momentum now, and you are taking up every opportunity that's coming to you. Observe and then act. Okay, observation and listening. These are the two most underrated skills, personal, professional, in all possible worlds you have. How many of you have been told to observe and listen things? What we have been always told is react and talk about it. That's what even we talk, that, speak up, do this, do that. But then one of the two most undervalued things are observation and listening also. Those are the two superpowers. So if you know, when you're observing things, you exactly have a mindset of thing, what you need to do next. Okay, let's take an example of a lion, right? So before they go for a hunt, what do? They observe. They'll just sit back, observe every moment, observe every prey that it has to go and hunt for, see which is the weakest prey, who is near the water, who is doing what, which direction they need to run, and the moment they feel the time is right, they'll just go for the hunt, right? The same way, observation and listening is that skill where you are seeing everything around you. You're observing everything around you. Every opportunity that's flowing in, every communication that's happening, everything that's happening around you. And when you feel, okay, the time is right, just go for it. And I'll give you a real life example of it as well. A lot of you are coders, CEOs, doing many things in IT right now. What's that observation and acting right now? Observation is what's happening in the AI world. Do you think that we are going to do the same thing and still survive? The answer is no. I met hundreds and hundreds of agency owners in the United States. We know the kind of evolution that's happening there, it's insane. In 1 year, we are going to see it here as well. And a lot of new AI products are being developed here as well. So what we need to observe and think about right now is, how do I need to pivot? If I'm coding, how do I take help of AI in that coding? If I'm testing, how do I take the help of AI in testing? If I'm doing whatsoever XYZ thing, just dive deeper into how you are doing that. Come one step back, look at it from a 360-degree perspective and see how I could redo this using AI in it now. Traits are higher than the titles. This is something which even I have learned over the time is, we often fantasize for titles like, CEO, COO, CTO, CFO, project lead, tech lead. We often feel really fancy about these titles, but do we also know that what kind of traits it requires to get to those titles? So these titles won't come just for the numbers of years of experience, or just telling that, okay, I have coded about 100 sites now, I should be the lead coder, or I have deployed and shipped more than 1,000 sites, I should be the project lead here. It doesn't come with experiences. It doesn't come with how much work you have done. The titles really come with the traits that you have. How much accountable you are, how much reliable you are, how proactive you are, how opportunist you are. If you're having these traits over the time, the title is going to follow. So don't aim for titles. Aim for the traits that are needed to get to that title, and the title comes by as a secondary byproduct. Keep evolving. Now, as we are talking more and more about AI, we have to keep evolving in this space to keep up with everything that's happening around us. And if we are not keeping up with it, we are gone. There will be somebody who will be replacing us in 6 months from now doing the work that we are doing, and probably doing more than what we are doing. So we need to have the right mindset where we are ready for that adaptation, and we are ready to evolve ourselves as things change around us. Being rigid, saying, मेरे जैसा कोडिंग कोई कर ही नहीं सकता, that's wrong. Claude, Sonnet, the new GPT version can do coding like a top coder. So there's nothing that's going to be, I agree, humans are still going to have a command on what we really want AI to do. But AI is going to be everywhere. Let's accept that fact sooner rather than later and try to see how we could make it our friend, how we could make it, in a way where we could enhance our performance with AI. Own your ambition. Usually what happens is, oh, I wanted to become this, but due to certain circumstances, I'm okay to settle at this. Why do we even think about settling? I am not able to manage 2 things at a time. Why? This is too many responsibilities for me. Why? Like whenever you are getting second thoughts, ask yourself why. And when you don't have answer to that why, stick to your ambition. Take your ambition as your destiny, that this is my destiny, this is what I'm destined to do. Everything else is going to find a way around it. Your destiny is not changing. Your ambition is not changing. Everything else, the questions that you don't have the answers for when you're asking why, they will change. And last but not the least, stay hungry. When I stay hungry is not about hungry in terms of food, but it's all about hungry in terms of opportunity. So I would say I was not made to take more, or I would reframe it in a way. I'm not hungry because I want more. I'm hungry because I know that's what I'm worth it. So don't mistake it as you want more and more and more. You know what you're capable of, and that's what you're asking for. You're not asking for more. So these are the foundational traits that's going to make you redefine who you are as a person right now and help you right after you get out of this room, just clear your mindset. Okay, this is the direction that I really want to go into. This is what is helping people. This is a proven blueprint of it has helped me, no doubt in it. And if all of these doesn't help, maybe just one of these will help. But definitely rethink about all these traits that are mentioned here and think that how you want to define these traits for your life. Now we will link this to leadership, growth and business transformation. We'll move to the next slide. Okay, we'll do a small exercise. Think of your goal and how you'd feel after achieving it. So we'll just close our eyes for 2 minutes. You know what your goals are. You have a vivid image of what you really want to be, what your goals are, and if I'm going to achieve that, how that world is going to look like. How am I leaving? How am I waking up? What am I doing? Who am I talking to? Let's just deport ourselves to that world, live that world for 2 minutes. Let's just close our eyes and live that world. I just love this exercise. Honestly, I do it every once a month, where I just close my eyes and see, okay, how does that world look like? Okay, I know we are enjoying that world a lot, so let's open our eyes, get into this world. How was that glimpse of your ideal world? Nice? Okay, how many of you did that? Let's just raise the hands, be honest with ourselves. Okay, quite a few. How did it make you feel? Fantastic? Anybody from here? Did you see the version of yourself which you always wanted to be? Okay. So now, what we are going to do is let's write down what their life looked like. I know most of you don't have pens and papers, but maybe we could just have our phones, open the notes, and just write 2 to 3 sentences how that world looked like. For me, that world looked like maybe I'm in a boardroom in Silicon Valley, sitting with Sam Altman and some other few influential people discussing about how we are going to change world with AI. That's what I looked when I closed my eyes. And there are no boundaries when you're closing your eyes and looking. So you could be honest with yourself. Okay, so now we have done that exercise where we envisioned how that world looks like. Before you forget, you have also written it down, how that world looked like. Now the next step is, we create an action plan and a blueprint on how we get there. Any plans, anything without execution is nothing. Planning plays a major role in getting what you really want. You could aspire to be anything, but you have to move the needle in that direction to even get there, right? So now we'll be creating a blueprint on how we get there. So you know what you want, you know the direction, you know the traits. Now we are going to just see how we could integrate AI in that direction, right? So how AI could help you in it? Now everything that we could use AI for, we could also use it for the goals. We could also use it for what we really want in life. It is all about figuring out how this thing that is evolving the entire world right now is going to help us get to the goals that we have aspired for. How many of you are aware about the Moore's law? Gordon Murray, Intel co-founder. So he stated this law back then, which says, computers double in power every 18 months. And we have seen that, where we have seen the computers would fit a room like this. Now it just fits our pockets. So this is definitely true, and we have already experienced this. Now how about we are redefining the Moore's law for AI? We just came, okay. Moore's law to AI. AI models are doubling every 6 months. So computers took 18 months to show that leap. AI models are showing that leap in just like 6 months. And I would say right now, standing here, it's not even 6 months. Every 2 weeks you open something, there's a new model that's doing something amazing which you might have never even thought about before. Right? So before we even start this journey of how we are integrating AI into the goals that we want to achieve, before that we first need to know where we stand in terms of the AI adoption spectrum. How much am I using it, right? So before we want to give you medications for vitamins, we need to know what kind of deficiency you have in terms of giving you the ideal composition of how much would you need to get to the standard level, right? Same ways, if you want to integrate AI in everything you are doing, you need to know where you stand right now. So there are 4 different stages of the AI adoption spectrum. The first stage is the AI first stage. AI first is something where you feel that you have already integrated AI in every professional norm that you do already. Let's say you've already integrated in coding, in testing, in writing emails, in getting back to the clients, in business analysis, everything that you are doing. You've already integrated AI in all business aspects. That is AI first. AI enabled is something where you feel you are partially there. You do it a lot, but you're not doing it in every aspect of what you're doing. AI curious is basically where you really want to do that, you're very curious about it, but you haven't had a chance to go deep down into it and you have not yet started using it a lot. And then AI aspiring. I always aspire to use that. Oh, I really wanted to do that, but I never did that. That's AI aspiring. So let's judge ourselves and see which spectrum do we fall into. Are we AI first, AI enabled, AI curious, or AI aspiring? Let's do that judgment for ourselves. And then we'll just share internally. What do you think, where do you fall into? I'll do that retrospection for myself. I feel I'm somewhere between AI enabled and AI curious. I wouldn't say AI first at all. And if there is somebody who says AI first, I really want to meet them. Because we need those people. Okay, did we do that exercise for ourselves? How many of you feel you're AI first? Let's just raise the hands. Okay, we are meeting after this. Okay, sounds good. How many of you feel you're AI enabled? It could be anywhere in between AI first and AI enabled. So what do you guys do? Coding? Making workflows with line graph. Okay, we are definitely meeting after this. AI curious? Okay. And AI aspiring? Okay. Sounds good. We were honest to ourselves. It's okay. We know where we stand. And that's where the step one happens. We just move forward from it. So now I'll just give you a brief about, okay, we already did that, so we can move to the next slide. These are the major frontier models right now. I don't want to get into the technicalities of it because it's more about how we are going to leverage these models. How they are made is something that we don't want to get into right now. So now these are the different areas that I know we could integrate AI for. There might be other different possibilities you could be using AI for, but it will fall into one of these categories. AI operators, these are majorly the ChatGPT operators. It's not available here yet in India, but using VPN, we have already used it. When we were in States, we have done like a lot of testing on it as well. It works fantastic, where you can let the operator know to do some booking for you on the internet. Go on some website, fill a form, schedule a call, go to a restaurant, do a booking for you. It does everything, like literally everything. Training AI models. This is going to be the future. We all have the AI models right now. Everything is on our doorstep. All we have to take is take that model, fine tune it, make it work the way that you want. AI automations. So there's a lot of difference between, I would say, AI automations and agents. We often mistake automations as agents. Automations are different. AI agents are different. AI enabled tools, agentic workflow, and custom AI agents. So these are the all different areas where you could integrate AI in what you are doing right now. Now, one of the major breakthroughs that I feel is you will definitely learn how you are integrating AI in everything that you are doing. But the core basic of it starts at creating agents, right? So we never thought that there would be something, well, like, let's say if I'm in sales, there is a lead generation. We always had people who would do that lead extraction for us, go into the internet, use Apollo, use LinkedIn Sales Navigator, do all those extraction, qualify those leads, give us those leads in a spreadsheet. This is what we were supposed to do. But now, agents are something that are redefining the specifics that we are doing. So it's not redefining the entire task for you. It's just redefining the specifics of that task for you. And we will debrief it as we go ahead here. So agent is something that we often underestimate. Now these are all nice buzzwords, but what can we use AI agents for beyond content? So when I also do this in the States, often when I ask how often do you use ChatGPT, they say that, oh, we use it for everything. And then we go deep dive into it, like what do you really use it for? Oh, I do my emails with ChatGPT. Oh, I just copy paste anything that I write which I need to send to my team and I just paste it on ChatGPT. So we usually 90% of the time we use it for content. But there are many more use cases that you could use ChatGPT for beyond content. So we just need to know how to uncover those use cases on how you could leverage ChatGPT other than content. So these are the different areas that you could leverage the OpenAI model: sales insights AI agent, customer intelligence AI agent, dynamic SOP AI agent, financial analysis agent, automated outreach agent, AI qualification agent. Now you'll see all these agents are around the business area that I work around, right? There could be many more business use cases that you would find when it is your business area. So this is just an example of how you do that debriefing of what kind of agents you could create for yourself. If this is something that we could create for sales and customer services, there would be a plenty of opportunities lying just around what you are doing at your workplace right now. All we have to do is just sit and think, what are those specifics that we are doing on a repetitive basis, which an agent could do. But now the whole, I would say the story is, we know what we are doing. How do we build agents or automations around it? So when I started doing this, I would say 8 months back, I wanted to create a sales expert agent who does exactly what I'm doing. I tried it for 2 months, I failed. And I'm saying this proudly because I learned a lot out of that failure. And what did I learn out of it is, don't ever try to create an expert agent at the first try itself. What you try building, go down from this pyramid. So write down what are the different tasks that you are doing on a repetitive basis. When you know you have processes around it, when you know you have strict guidelines and standards around it, just write down what are you doing on a day-to-day basis. Break down your day into different objective tasks and then build agents for those objective tasks first. So don't try to build an expert agent at the first try itself. Try going from down, creating agents for objective tasks, then creative agents for something where you feel you need a lot more time, but you're not able to do that because you have a timeline crunch on it. So then start creating agents around it. And then once you have both of these things in place, try going to the expert task, because now when you already have the objective task covered in an agent, all you do for the expert task is just go and connect these objective tasks, and then you have an expert agent ready for you. So there are a few other frameworks as well which you could use. This is one of the frameworks I used to prioritize which are the ones that I should be working on. But we'll do one small exercise where I just want you to think that, okay, in my day-to-day thing, what are those things that I'm working on which has a repetitive process around it, and I'm at least spending 4 to 5 hours every week doing that. So we'll just write down at least 5 to 10 items that you feel I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm at least spending 4 hours minimum every week on this, and this is something it has process around it. So we are going to write that down. So let's say for me it was proposal creation, like creating proposals for the client. That was something that I had to spend time on every week whenever we had a new requirement. Sales outreach, creating personalized email for outreach. That was something that we had to spend time on every week, but we had process around it. So these are just the examples, but I want you to write down right now, what do you think it is repetitive in what you are doing and that could be done using an agent? So we'll just list down at least 4 to 5 things that you think could be automated. So we'll take 1 more minute and anybody who is ready with what they've written? Sorry? Just written in terms of what do you think it could be automated? What you are doing on a day-to-day basis. So when you say coding, I do coding, that cannot be automated, but a partial of it could be automated. You could leverage Cursor, you could leverage Whisper, you could leverage other tools that are there who could help you achieve more in less time. Okay, so now we have the list of things. I'll have you take these questions with you, mull over these questions on Sunday, ask these questions to yourself, do that exercise. You deserve that growth that you saw when you closed your eyes. You really want to live that world that you were deported to. Be true to yourself, do this exercise, and we'll move to the next slide. And then we'll get started. As in, use these approaches. One was the pyramid approach that I shared with you. The other is the best first approach. You always are wired to start with something which is super complicated. You want to solve the complicated problems first. But honestly, don't start with complicated problems when it comes to AI. It's evolving so fast. So if you are stuck somewhere, it's going to evolve completely in 1 month from now. Start the problems that you feel really confident about. Start with something that you feel really that, okay, I know this, all I have to do is just automate it. So start with something which you are really, really good at, complete that, and then move towards the complicated task. So start with the best first approach. Unlimited time offer, we already went through it, is highlight the things that you feel that you really wanted to spend time into it, but because there was a time crunch, you didn't get that much of time to look into it. So those are also the different areas that you could leverage AI for. And this is my honestly personal favorite, is the BITE framework. I have reframed it in terms of AI, but you could use it for every aspect of your professional life. Where when you're confused, when you don't know what to prioritize, just give the scaling. How much of it is business critical? What's the impact of what you are thinking you want to automate? How much of time are you saving? And what's the ease of implementation on it? And now when you're putting numbers to it, I'll just give you my example. When I was confused, should I go for sales? Should I go for proposal, a follow-up, a payment, or a quality testing? Like, all of these are really amazing ideas, but how do I really finalize on what one should I be really working on? So I use this framework where I put the numbers based on business criticality, impact potential, time saved, and ease of implementation. And now I know what I should be really, really working on is the follow-up board. After that, it's a sales automation, and then a proposal agent. So this just makes your job easier. Now you're not taking any decision emotionally. You're not taking any decision out of, that heat of emotion that you have at that point in time. Oh, I'm fed up with this customer. I'm just preparing like a board for this customer. That's not how we work. That's not how automations work. What you have to really see is what's the impact of it, how much critical it is for the business, how much time it is saving, and how easy it is for you to use it. So always try to use, at least if not this, then some or other framework to get you to the conclusion of it when you're confused. Don't take any decision just out of the heat or just out of the blue. Now we'll just see that how do we really build AI agents. I'm sure all of you are super smart. We don't need to go to the technicalities of how we really do build agents. But I feel I really want to share my learnings on, I learned it the hard way. I used to create agents on the fly telling, this is what you need to do, you are an expert, do this. But now when I learned it the right way, I know what impact it has in the work that I'm doing right now. So I really want all of you to learn this way, where you can just take the screenshots of it and kind of see how it changes the output that you are getting right now. So always try to write the short and sweet prompts. We always try to throw like a lot of context when we are wanting anything. Try avoiding that. Avoid chain of thoughts. Initially, when 3.5 was there, it didn't have chain of thoughts. It didn't have meta prompting. But with all the new models right now, it already has inbuilt capabilities of thinking. Don't write, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I want to do, this is what, don't do that. Just write straight away what you want, let the model do its thinking. Use Markdown, XML or delimiters. Usually what we do is when we are copy pasting anything from ChatGPT to our emails or any other way, we usually get that format as well, right? And then you have to go and change that format. So if you are using Markdown, XML or delimiters, you don't have to do that. You just copy it and it just comes at like a plain text where you can just paste it anywhere. Be it it's a code or content or email or anything. And the last is don't dump context. As I said, that let's not try to make it more and more heavy with all the context. It can read everything. Just give it very precise information on what you really want and it's going to do its job. So these are the examples of it. You can take a screenshot of it if you want. Earlier what we used to do is we used to write like an entire 4 to 5 lines of what we really want, but now we exactly know what we want, so just go and do it the right way. Avoiding chain of thoughts. Markdown, XML. So this is the way basically I feel that AI don't hallucinate. When we are giving too many information, if we are not using these delimiters, usually I've seen the answers that I get really hallucinates. It doesn't give the precise and accurate information. So I try to use as many delimiters as possible, so I know that it's going to be within that context. And the last is not dumping the context. It's just giving the right prompt on how it needs to do the processing. So these are some example prompts. You can just scan it. There are about 10, I would say, prompts that I've written in detail, which is going to give you like a good framework of how the prompt should look like. Centric to what I really do, you guys can go and change the foundation of it, but this is just a framework to give you guys an idea that what an ideal prompt should look like. This is the resources. Scan this as well. It has all the reading materials that I have kind of mulled over the information. Really great information. There's a link of the book as well. There's a research paper from one of the co-founders of OpenAI, which gives you like a really good idea on how this idea actually came to this world. So before even kind of implementing AI, one thing we should be clear about is why we are even talking about AI. So it has all the resources and the links in it. Now, I would love to know what your ideal world looked like. So please do reach out to me on LinkedIn, send me a message. I would love to hear from all of you what that ideal world looked like for you. And I would be more than happy to help you even achieve 5% of what that world looked like for you, right? And thank you. Thank you for listening to me.